So, uh, we are in the chapter 17, threefold Shraddha. Threefold Shraddha. Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. Why this question came is because Arjuna asks Krishna. Uh, in the previous chapter, he talks about Asuri Bhavas, all those, he has discussed about those divine and non divine attributes and how they worship. And then he comes to in the end, he says that you need to follow the scriptures so that it will guide you in the most appropriate way on how to go about it. So Arjuna says there may be some people who don't have knowledge about scriptures, or but they have shraddha. Then can it not replace the indirectly he says, what if scriptures are not known? Isn't it enough if a person has a good shraddha? Shraddha means faith, devotion. He has shraddha in whatever worship is doing or whatever he is doing. Isn't that enough? He asks him. So Krishna says, even in shraddha there are different types of belief systems. That shraddha appears to be just a devotion or you know commitment. It's not only that. Humans are categorized again. So the beauty of Bhagavad Gita is Krishna is giving a complete picture on different categories of people, because everybody is not equally evolved. Each wisdom tilukon bitre, our life becomes very very smooth. He talked about three gunas. He talked about sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. He talked about asuri bhava, divine qualities and demoniac qualities. And now he is talking about three types of belief systems which make them behave the way he has described. So he says the their belief system or that shraddha, now it is here in this context, this shraddha refers to individualized shraddha. What actually it means to that individual. The same shraddha does not apply to all individuals. So each human being is defined by his own belief system. So accordingly, he says that even in Shraddha, the belief systems, we have Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, Shraddha. And then he has gone to describe about uh, what kind of worship they do, which gods they worship, with what attitude they worship. While Sattvic Shraddha people are always not expecting anything, the Rajasic are always for fame, name, success, and all that. Tamasic Guna says Alasi, Yaduko interest illa nothing. But the kind of people they worship is they want to have quick results. So they may not even worship the gods and goddesses. They may get into the dark world of black magic or witches worshipping some spirits. So that kind of worship they do. The kind of people these three categories interact with is also different. The company which they keep is different. They seek different things from the society. Adnella ಹೇಳ್ತಾ the type of food they take, ahara, it varies. What a sattvic shraddha person with sattvic shraddha prefers, rajasic shraddha prefers, tamasic shraddha prefers. He goes on describing the food also, type of food that is consumed, type of activity they do. In the last session we discussed about the type of tapas they do. And in tapas also Krishna has described that tapas is from the body, from the speech and from the mind. And he has described what is sattvic tapas. Tapas means actually austerity. Austerity means tapascharya, tapasya is going ahead with something even though it causes some kind of physical or mental discomfort, but still we go ahead because we have taken a resolution. So but the type of tapas varies from sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. And among sattvic also, tapas in the form of body, tapas of the vak, that is speech, tapas of the mind. So that he has spoken in the last session. And we discussed that what is sattvika tapas with the body, sharirika tapas, austerity of the body. That means how do they perform, how do they interact with people, what do they do basically, what do they do, action, what are their actions. So these people, what they do is they respect the gods, the brahmanas, the gurus, the wise people. They have lot of respect for them, and they exhibit arjavam, uprightness, upfront, being upfront, not hiding, no hypocrisy. Also, they mean what they say, they bring it into action. Whatever they want to do, they bring it into action. Then they follow brahmacharya, that is celibacy or chastity, no infidelity. And they follow ahimsa. Ahimsa is not hurting others, also not hurting yourself also. So, and this is called sharira tapas of sattvic people. Then we stopped at what will be their vak tapas. So what we must understand is tapas means adherence, 100% adherence to all these. Sattvic person will not waver. There is no fluctuations in his action. He continues to do that consistently. Tapascharya is consistently. If he has to respect a brahmana, if he has to respect a wise person, there is no second thought. He is very firm in his resolve, very very firm. That is tapas. That means if anything tends to distract, he controls, because we defined tapascharya in Shankaracharya's words as described by Swami Ranganathanandaji. Tapascharya is control of your senses, mind control. That means you are going in one direction. Anything else that comes on the way, you will not entertain. You will develop vairagya there, detachment there. I don't need it. It may be useful elsewhere, but now I have taken at this time I am doing this. I have called somebody, I want to attend to them. Anybody else is coming, I will not entertain. So this is his stand. Sattvic tapas is that adherence, no wavering. But adherence is correct, but to what is he adherent? To these, following ahimsa, following brahmacharya, respecting these people, and being upfront. Andre, what you think, what you speak, what you think, what you speak, what you act, all the three are in concurrence. ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋದೊಂದು, ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, ಕೈಲಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನದರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಆರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ನೆವರ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್, ಆರ್ ಯು ಓವರ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಆಲ್ ದ ತ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಔಟ್ ಅ ತಪಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್. ಶಾರೀರಿಕ ತಪಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ತಪಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್. ದೇರ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್, ದೇರ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ people performing in this way, then it becomes you can put them under people who have sattvic shraddha. Then we talked about speech. How do they speak? They are constantly aware. They adhere to this type of speech. What type of speech? Which is very pleasant, which doesn't create any kind of disturbance or anxiety in others, and almost always they speak truth. Satyam Priya Hitam, which is pleasant and which will be soothing speech. Hita means soothing, which will soothe others. Now, leave alone speaking abusive words or hurting words or sarcastic words or taunting. They are not at all there in their dictionary. Whatever they want to say, arjavam, they are upfront, but they will use nice words so that people don't get hurt. That doesn't mean that they will hide from the truth or whatever has to be spoken. They will, but the methods they use are very pleasant. So pleasant that the other person will not mistake. He will take his words, the other person who is receiving, he will take these words in the right spirit. He will not mistake them. He will not. That is how they are talented in using the right words, right body language, and basically the attitude is good. So anudvegakaram vakyam, anudvega, udvignata barabardu, innobbaralli anxiety barabardu. That is the kind of word they use. And satyam, truth they speak, and if the truth has to be spoken, only then they speak. Otherwise they will not speak, because unnecessarily they are sensitive about others' feelings. So unnecessarily they don't speak. They speak what is pleasant and what is soothing. And then Swadhyaya Bhajanam. They are always engaged in Swadhyaya. All these are considered to be Vangmaya tapas. Vangmaya means speech, the tapas, austerity of speech. That means they adhere, they are always following these rules and regulations. Um, that means uh, even if they commit some mistakes, quickly they correct them. They put all energy and extra effort to ensure that they adhere to this one. This is the resolution, this is the tapas they have made. So now today we are coming to one more. So we have discussed about how our speech has to be and all. Now he comes to mind. He has gone in the reverse order, because first whatever is tangible, what is seen for everybody, is their action. So that he says. Then how do they speak? He says Sattvic people. Now what do they think? How is their mind? Krishna is very clever, because what he does is he will not, as we discussed last time, he will not say you do like this, you do like that ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ ಅವನು. ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ್ ಜನ ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ರಾಜಸಿಕ್ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ತಾಮಸಿಕ್ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಅರ್ಜುನ. ಯು ಸಿ, three types of shraddha are there. Where do you fit in other words, it is for us, so we can see where do we fit in. Do we have everything of sattvic, or do we have mix of rajasic, sattvic and tamasic, and where we can correct ourselves. So now he says mana prasada saumyatvam maunamatma vinigrahah bhava samshuddhiriti etat tapomanasamuchyate. So he says manaha prasadaha, serenity of the mind, serenity of the mind. Then saumyatvam, kindliness. Maunam, silence, silence of the mind. And of course when the mind is silent we don't speak. Atma vinigraha, control of self control. And honesty of bhava samshuddhihi. This is a little deeper, this thing. Bhava samshuddhihi means when whatever motive you have, there is honesty in that. Whatever objective you have, you think, this is all related to mind. There is a lot of honesty in anything, any action. The first it takes birth in the thoughts, isn't it? So in the mind, thoughts are in the mind. So when we think of anything, we have honesty there. Honesty means we will be adherent to our conscience. We don't go against our conscience, whatever it is. To some extent, this Shraddha also means conscience. We say be true to your conscience, no? But that conscience, everybody will be true to their conscience. But that level of conscience varies. It's not the same in everybody. My conscience, your conscience, somebody else's conscience, it will depend on the level of evolution. Correct me if I'm wrong. So here, his conscience is always thinking of honesty. There is no question of manipulation. Bhava samshuddhihi etat tapo manasam uchyate. This is how he keeps, he adheres. He ensures that he has always these thoughts. He elevates them. So what are those? First one is manaha prasadaha. A sattvika shraddha person, which translates of course into sattvika guna, which in turn translates into sattvic actions also. He is always prasada. Prasada means, you can say peaceful, no anxiety, no restlessness, cheerfulness is a prasada. He is calm, quiet, smiling. When you approach such a sattvic shraddha person, you will feel very relaxed, because he hardly goes into states of depression. Even if he goes, quickly he'll come back. And this is extremely important. And many of the yogis, if you see, the sannyasis, genuine siddhi purush, they'll be smiling. And whatever comes to their life, they are not perturbed. They know that, as we said, all is well. It's theek hai, sab kuch theek hai. Difficulties come, they will come. Is life without any challenges? No. And they are cheerful. And when you go near them, you will find more motivated. So that is how a sattvika swabhava should be. That means whenever they go into depression, or anybody will have, always sannyasis or siddhis are not They are not the only ones who are doing manasik tapas. Even householders, many people, they may not be very famous or coming to the forefront. Quietly they'll be doing. So we would have observed, when you go to such a person, how calm he is, how can he be so happy? Because they know the solution to every problem. They don't take problems as problems quickly. They are positive minded. They know where to search for solution. Unlike the other two, they sit and brood and cry and blame the society, blame others, and playing victim. That is a new thing, which is playing victim. Iri jagat, why I am like this, they are not, totally unhappy. Or I am saying opposite of this sattvic shraddha. So they are not like that. They don't play victim. I am responsible for my mistakes, I will correct it. I know how to do certain things, I can correct certain things, I can't correct, I will let it go. Idunna we have to practice. Satvika shraddha person, because his mind has got a high, his this guna is such that he is aiming at a higher goal. He is with the supreme. Even if divinity is not there, his aim in life is to help people, be honest, integrity. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ ಗುಣಗಳು ಇಷ್ಟು ತುಂಬಿ ತುಳುಕ್ತಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ his ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ is like that. His ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ is not to remain depressed, because he believes in that shloka I told you, atmaiva atmano bandhuhu atmaiva ripuhu atmanah. Nobody can help when I am in a distress. I myself, I alone have to get up from my fall. I will get up, I will improve myself, I will think where is the solution, I work on that, finished. Their threshold of sensitivity is also quite high. Small things do not disturb them. They ignore them. Therefore they they live in that. And why, how is it possible? Because these people, one is they are in 12th chapter he says, no, so they are all involved in helping others, welfare of others. Loka sangraha, they say. They are involved in welfare, of always thinking of how do I bring changes in my house, how do I help society, how do I help community, with no afalakanksha. In the beginning we have told, no expectation. That's a high keyword. They don't have much expectation from others to keep them happy. They find their own happiness. And depression, anxiety and all that, those are miles away, because they are not worried about future. They are not worried about the past. They accept as the things go and try to correct them. It's not that they are inactive. So that keeps them prasada, cheerful. Satvika shraddha means we should be cheerful. We should try to come out of our depression and not be negative at any point of time. At any point of time we should not be they do that strict tapas. If anything is happening, if anything is going wrong, then they tend to correct that, make a solution for that. So that is how they are. Manaha prasadaha, calmness and serenity. Then saumyatvam, kind. This is all in the thoughts, right? Thoughts means it gets expressed. Then kind, their thoughts are also very kind. It's, if the thoughts are not kind, you cannot stop expressing it on the face. How long we can act? We will act to be kind, but inside we will be it happens sometimes. Some people do that. Even we may not be able to express. We may be angry with somebody, but on the face of it we cannot show. So we try to pretend, but not for long, because automatically it comes on the face. But Sattvika Shraddha people, outside, inside, they are kind. They are kind. They, as I said, that doesn't mean they don't act, they don't take a stand. It's not that. They are also, they could be administrators, they could be leaders. They know they have to be harsh, but generally, as much as possible, wherever it is inevitable, only then they are harsh. Otherwise, they are kind to people. Even if they scold somebody, let's say there is a chief of CEO or somebody, he shouts at an attender. If he has a sattvic shraddha, then what happens is he will come back and he will say, this person has been very kind, very honest, and he may go back and pat him at the back. He may scold him, but next minute he will go and pat him. He will not say I'm sorry and all that, but he will show that I am particular about work. It ends there. I am, otherwise we are good friends. He will show some kindness. So like that, it becomes their DNA, this nature, whatever we are saying. That is why it is ingrained as their Shraddha, and at no cost they will compromise with that. At no cost they will adhere to that. That is why it is called as tapas. Anything deviates, again quickly they'll come back and they become aware, I shouldn't have deviated. Again they work on that. So when they work like this consistently, it becomes a habit. So saumyatvam, maunam, silence of the mind. Speech we can control, but how to control so many thoughts that are lingering in our mind? Very difficult. A Sattvika Shraddha person, he will try to meditate. He will not try, he will see that his mind is very calm, and it is having minimal thoughts. Mind cannot be emptied, but it can be given a proper direction. So when he is happy, prasada, saumya, then automatically the mind will not raise all the negative thoughts. it they will not come, and he is goal oriented. His mind is fixed in something constructive, therefore other thoughts will not disturb, because he has habituated, he has made that as his habit, not to uh, allow multiple thoughts to come. That is maunam. Also maunam, when his mind is silent, then obviously the external expression, that also becomes that also external expression also will become silent automatically. He will speak only when it is required, not continuous chatterbox ಇರಲ್ಲ ಅವನು, unnecessary ಮಾತಾಡೋದು. And Swami Ranganathananji says very well, when you control your external speech, mind will set into thinking. And one thing we must, yesterday also I was talking to these students, that critical thinking, medical students or any students, we should make the children, we should also develop uh, the power of thinking. Mind is very, very, very powerful. What you think, so you are. That's a statement of many great people, including Swami Vivekananda. Whatever you believe in, so you are. He says, no, yat shraddha sa purusha. He says, Krishna says, whatever is his thought, whatever is his belief systems, that belief system comes based on what he thinks, isn't it? So if we are silent externally, then the mind will be, it will be engaged into thoughts. That thoughts we can control. Control means we can lead them in a proper. If it is going in a negative, it's thinking of some injury in the past or some anxiety in the future, then regular meditation, we can bring it back and ask the mind to live in present. That makes the mind prasad. It makes the mind cheerful, because again not required. But ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ಡಿವೈನ್ ಗ್ರೇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್. It speeds up the process. Divine grace will speed up the process. But first thing is effort. We have to meditate, deep breathing. Whenever the mind becomes very chaotic, it happens sometimes, and we may lose sleep also. It does happen, it's very common. Insomnia ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, especially as you age. ಅವಾಗ calm the mind, tell the mind, relax, live in present, count on the positive, don't think of negative. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ auto suggestions ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ mind becomes maunam. Mauna is not zero, but it settles. It will reduce the number of things. If it becomes zero, then we are Siddhi Purusha. Total zero, blank mind, no thoughts, very difficult to attain. So maunam. And then atma vinigraha. Whenever you, atma vinigraha is control of mind. I have decided I will be cheerful. I have decided my mind will be silent. I will reduce my talks, and I will be kind. So anything that disturbs, I control. That is atma vinigraha. Awareness, continuous awareness. And as I said, everything throughout the day we have n number of opportunities, challenges to get distracted. In fact, every moment is a distractive moment. every moment is an opportunity to do Atma Vinigraha. Because we are getting distracted, it is a challenge for us to control. So then Bhava Samshuddhihi iti etat tapo manasam uchyate. Bhava Samshuddhihi. Bhava is a, that motive. They say actually Bhava Samshuddhihi is that motive. Bhava means whenever we want to act, whenever we want to speak. So that I want to go and give a talk, I want to speak to that person with what honesty, what integrity. uh, when I want to speak, when I want to build up any relationship or something, I should be very honest in that approach. Relationship andre or anything, whatever you want to do, you take a resolution, there should be honest motive. Honest motive andre there should be something higher motive. It should not be entirely selfish. Of course, regular ವ್ಯವಹಾರಿಕವಾಗಿ whenever we want something only, we talk to people, we go out, we buy things, we attend functions or something. But our resolve should be not always to gain something. It could be just to build up good relation. It could be just to build up good vibes. ಈ ಥರ our whatever we do, no, our motive should be very very honest ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ he says ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದಾಗ when the mind, so mind is a very big connector of external world and the internal world, very beautiful entity. And science will not tell where is the mind, though they have defined the emotional areas in the hippocampus, amygdala. In the brain there are areas, no, part of the frontal lobe and hypothalamus and all those, some areas are there, they are called as for emotional reactions and all that. But they cannot define clearly mind location and all that. It's a very dynamic state, this mind. Past influences and which are all embedded in subconscious state, and external influences keep acting on that. So it's a very dynamic state. ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದಂಗೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ವೈ ಅರ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಪ್ರೇ ಗಾಡ್ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಭಕ್ತಿ, because you have not yet interacted with others. If you meditate early morning, that too Brahmi Muhurta, they say 3:30 in the morning, just meditate. Everything is so silent. Mind also has not come out to the world, it has not interacted even with one soul. Just we go and sit in front of the, I have not done, I am just telling, but my close friends have done this. They say enormous experience, and at that time they say even the atmosphere, there are high vibes which will complement your effort to concentrate. ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು, ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು, you have to struggle. It doesn't go, you have to struggle. So mind is a very dynamic thing, entity, but it's a very powerful. If you control your mind, that is a siddhi. Complete sadhana is to control the mind, because mind is pulled by all the sense organs, just like we describe, no, chariot, horses, the owner is sitting, charioteer is there, like that. So these horses are our sense organs, they keep pulling you in every direction. What it hears, what it sees, what it feels, it will keep on feeding. And this mind and buddhi, intellect, they keep interacting and try to make their own judgment based on their shraddha, whatever they have been habituated to. ಅದರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ our effort should be to control the mind. Manasika tapas is the ultimate, because from manasik comes the speech, from the speech comes the action. Everything originates in the mind. Mind is a warehouse of so many things. So regular practice ಮಾಡಿ, meditation ಮಾಡಿದರೆ every day, then you can control the mind, and we can build up our sattvic shraddha. We have enough attributes which can be categorized as sattvic shraddha, but we are still not perfect. We have long way to go. Let us analyze what we have and observe the mind. So manasika tapas is extremely important. Shraddhya paraya taptam, shraddhaya paraya taptam tapastat त्रिविधं नरैः अफलाकाङ्क्षिभिः युक्तैः सात्विकं परिचक्षते. So this threefold austerity, threefold ಅಂದರೆ ಶಾರೀರಿಕ ತಪಸ್, ವಾಂಗ್ಮಯ ತಪಸ್, ಮಾನಸಿಕ ತಪಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ austerity of the actions of the body, austerity of the speech and austerity of the mind. So if practiced shraddhaya paraya taptam, shraddhaya paraya taptam, if it is done with supreme shraddha, supreme highest shraddha, ಅಂದರೆ highest shraddha ಅಂದರೆ highest devotion, supreme faith, that we are speaking to that now here in this context, and faith in the truth of the world, faith in the existence of life. ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ he will develop a new positive outlook ಅಂತ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಶ್ರದ್ಧೆಯ ಪರಯ ತಪ್ತಂ ತಪಸ್ತ ತ್ರಿವಿಧಂ ನರೈಹಿ. If the men practice these three kinds of actions, of speech, of mind, and afalakankshibhihi, without any expectations from the world. Because why we should expect? Today I was seeing one lady, hot sun, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಿಸಿಲು, ಅವಳು, she was cleaning the road in BBMP. People have sent her many, all these BBMP workers, no, these people, they were cleaning in the hot sun. I was telling her, why don't you wear a cap? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ವಿ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್, ಸಿಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾನ್, ಈವನ್ ಇಫ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಸಿ only when there is necessary, otherwise fan, we have fan, we have shelter, we are not supposed to, we don't go and work in the hot sun on the road. They have not got education, they are financially suffering, so they have to do that. Otherwise ಎರಡು ಹೊತ್ತಿನ ಊಟ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಭವಿಷ್ಯದ, there is no old age security for them. Look at us, we have everything and still we complain. Basic thing Swamiji was saying recently, Nirbhayanand Swamiji, my Guruji, was saying, if a person has a shelter, I have told this in previous lectures also, shelter, food, clothing, if you have this comfortably, particularly as you age, basic ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಊಟ, shelter, clothing, then it is foolish to crib about anything, he says. Everything else will be taken. These are the basic things you should worry about. Everything else is based on our expectation. We are not counting on what we have. Afalakankshibhihi means he doesn't expect, because he rejoices on what he has. He rejoices. How many things? If you enlist, the list is endless. 100 things we can, if you start writing now, what do I have in my life? You have, all of us, none of us are disabled here. We have body, we have mind, we have food, we have clothing, we have shelter, we have good education, we are able to speak, we are able to listen. ಒಂದ ಎರಡ, so many things are there. ಅಂದ್ರೂ we expect we should be normal. ಅವ್ರು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬಿಹೇವ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಇವ್ರು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಟ್ ಹರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮೀ, ಇಟ್ ಹರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ದೆಮ್, ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಕಿರಿಕಿರಿ ಅವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಜನರಲ್, ವಿ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ವಿ ಗೋ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಆರ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್, ಅಗೇನ್ ದ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೇಸ್, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇದೊಂದು ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ದ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಾಯಾ. ಸೊ ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ್ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ knows it. I will not get trapped into this maya. I have enough. All is well. I don't need anything. What do I need? Paropakarartham idam shariram. I should use this body for welfare of others, and I should connect to divine. ಎರಡೇ ಇರೋದು. ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಗುಡ್. ಎಂದೂ ನಾನು ಹರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೈ ತಪಸ್. ನೋ ಅಹಿಂಸಾ ತಪಸ್. ನೋ ಉದ್ವಿಗ್ನತೆ ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಮಾತುಗಳಿಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೈ ತಪಸ್. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ತಪಸ್. I will always respect people tapas. I will not get angry. I will be saumya. I will follow silence. Or whatever is given in scriptures, I will follow the scripture. That's all. My expectation is I should adhere to my tapas. That is sattvic shraddha. This is my goal. I don't want anything. Ide because Krishna says I am going to follow that. Idu sattvika shraddha. So ee thara ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ then he says these threefold afalakankshi, they are called sattvic. So this is how, and Swamiji says, ee thara attitude itkondre no miseries, because you won't expect only. Disappointments are from expectations. We will try to give a meaning to that. Ishtu expect ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. Basic how we should be treated with respect. Andre you have to act, not that you should be, but not overreact or too much. ಒಂದೆರಡು ಸರ್ತೆ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಮೂರು ಸರ್ತೆ ಹೇಳೋದು. If that conflict creates too much of disturbance in your mind, then say, okay, this person will not change in profession or in personal life. Let go. They gradually they will change. I'll come back to my tapas. My goals are established. My goals are different. So, idu satvika shraddha. Now, satkaramana pujartham tapodambhena chaiva yat kriyate tadiha proktam rajasam chalamadruvam मूढग्राहेण मूढग्राहेणात्मनो यत् पीडया क्रियते तपः परस्योत्सादनार्थं वा तत्तामसमुदाहृतं. So what is tapas of rajasic people? What is tapas of tamasic people? Here he has not separated them into Sharira tapas, Vak tapas and Manas tapas. He says that tapas, austerity, which is practiced with object of gaining the honor, satkara, mana, pujartham, welcome, honor, worship. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ತಪಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ people should felicitate me. I do so much of work so that I get recognition. People call me, people felicitate me, people will welcome me, people will worship me. ಪೋಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಟ್ಔಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಾಮನ್ಲಿ ಸೀನ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸಮ್ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಐ ಡೂ. ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪೂಜಾ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಕರೆಯೋದು, ಲಾಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್, ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಬಿಗ್ ಬಿಗ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದೇ ಟೇಕ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್, ದೇ ವರ್ಷಿಪ್. ಡೊನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ದಾನ. We will take it in the next session. So ithra, for that, if they perform, then that tapas is called as a rajasic tapas. Dambena, they do it with lot of hypocrisy, not honesty. It is not for tapas, is not for self improvement. What do sattvic people do? They self improvement is the goal. We have to improve ourselves, evolve ourselves. Idu angalla. They are not aware of that. They want to get the worship, honor, felicitation, ಗೋಪರಾಕ್ ಅನ್ಬೇಕು, ಆ ಥರ. ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಇನ್ ವಿತ್ ಎನಿ category of people. It could happen among the leaders, it could happen in the any profession it can be there. They work very hard, and if why it is important andre, these are the people who become extremely disappointed, because you may get respect, you may not get respect. Everybody will not always worship you, everybody will not always respect you, and your mind is hell bent on getting recognition. Hell bent. Barlilla andre bus anta depression, opposite of what we spoke. Prasada, we said prasada, because no expectation. Here I must get that honor, I must get that respect. Ishtella ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಠರ್ರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೊಡೆದ್ಬಿಡ್ತು ಗ್ಲಾಸ್. ಆ ಥರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ he says ಕ್ರಿಯತೆ ತದಿಹ ಪ್ರೋಕ್ತಂ ರಾಜಸಂ ಚಲಂ ಅಧ್ರುವಂ. ಚಲಂ adhruvam. Rajasam chalam adhruvam means unstable and transitory. Chalam means it is unstable. Achala is stable. So chalam, it is very transitory. Today they will respect you, tomorrow somebody else comes and sits on the chair, then they will not respect you. Always you see principal, HODs, head of the institute, when the chair is there, they will go, we will go to any extent to help you there. The minute you step down, then they will ignore you, and they will go and start flattering the person who sits on the chair. So that respect is not permanent. One must understand any respect which comes out. But if that person has worked sincerely for the welfare of others, whether you sit on the chair or not, you will get respect. That is there. So that is sattvic shraddha. Rajasic shraddha is helping people in order to get some recognition. Oh, haki photo, share ಮಾಡಿ, ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, this person is so great, that person, ಅದು ಯಾಕಂದರೆ they want others to do that, because they want that kind of recognition and such kind of tapascharya, because it's also tapas only. They take all that physical inconvenience, they go out of the way to organize, to do this, to do that, gather so many people. ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, they call people from so many places, they spend lot of money, so lot of effort. That tapas is there. Keep on doing always consistently, so that is a tapas. But for what? For personal benefit. Therefore, it is a dhruvam chalam. That means transitory and unstable. This is a rajasic tapas. Those who do it for this purpose, and they that is transitory, and they get hurt. Therefore, there is more of restlessness. ಇವ್ರು ಬರದೇ ಹೋದರೆ, ಆ ಪೇಪರಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಬರದೇ ಹೋದರೆ, ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಬರದೇ ಹೋದರೆ, ಐ ವರ್ಕ್ ಸೋ ಮಚ್. This happens with promotions and all that. Actually, this is very common. One of the, you know, in fact, my son only was very anxious. I have given so much. It's very common, no? Especially youngsters. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಳಿಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ದಿನ ಬೇಕು. ಡಿಸಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರೋದು ಅಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವೋಂಟ್ ಕಮ್. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಯು ಸೋ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಿ ಹಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಡ್ ವೆರಿ ಹಾರ್ಡ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಮಿ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಮಿ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್. Then we read out some Gita, Karma Yoga. When you only giving is your this one, and you have your skill. If they don't give you respect, come out. Your job is not to work for the promotion. I think this one we have to insist upon. Work for the sake of work ಅಂತಾರೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ. ವೆರೆವರ್ ಯು ವರ್ಕ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾಸ್ಬುಕ್ ನೋಡಿರಿ, ಪಾಸ್ಬುಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ, ದೆನ್ ವೈ ಆರ್ ಯು ವರಿಡ್? ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ, ನೋ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ. But that is not enough. If we are not working for, we should not work for salary, because sometimes salary may not come. Sometimes they may, fire you from the work, especially private institutions. So work is for development of skills, and Adhyatmic spiritual seeker should work for, with karma phala tyaga. I am working. I have got an opportunity to work. My skills are being utilized, and salary will come anyways. So as long as we do that, there is a good rapport. We should not become anxious because there is no promotion, there is no this one. Then you can come out and you have other jobs and all that. If your goal is promotion, then you are rajasic. If your goal is work, then it is sattvic shraddha. How beautifully it applies for today's stressful work. I feel stressful work, and there are lot of lobbies, politics, where they may not recognize meritorious people. Avaga this attitude will help us to take that stress in the right way, because they are of different characters, the employers, and I have given my level best. If I don't, I will move out. My skill lies with me, my competence is with me, and this one is to develop my skills for the betterment of the society, not to please somebody. Idanna now perspective change ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, then that also, that tapas, work is tapas only. So much of work they do, we are all doing. I mean, if we are employed, so many, just now Kavita was saying she is busy with examination work and all that. I see so many people coming home so late, even from the teaching institution. That is tapas only. But the attitude of tapas has to be modified, otherwise we get disappointed. We have gone through all that. Now at this age I am able to say, but we had similar, because when there is no recognition, when the seniors don't recognize, then you feel depressed, very natural. But when you read scriptures, you understand how we can change our perspective. Now what happens with the tamasic tapas? That austerity which is practiced with mudha grahena. Mudha graha means austerity which is practiced out of foolish notion and self-torture, or for the purpose of ruining, parasyotsadanartham. So that means you are doing some sacrifice to ruin somebody else. That kind of tapas they do. Yaga, yajna, I told you, black magic adnella ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಕೆಟ್ಟಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ. When there is competition, we must outgrow others based on our skill. Some people can't do that. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, they put down the others. That is tamasic tapas. ಮಂದಿನ ತುಳಿಯೋದೇನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, that is what Krishna is telling. He knows the psychology very well. He understands human psychology perfectly. He understands. So he says, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ತುಳಿದು ತಪಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಮಾಡೋದು. Tapas doesn't always mean yajna and all that, but people do yajnas, they do homas, they keep photographs. I told you last class, people keep doing bad things to yajna, bad things. ಈ ತಪಸ್ಸು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟಾಗಬೇಕು, ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟಾಗಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Thoughts also are like that, and trying to play politics in such a way that your competitor does not grow and you get recognition. But this also is transitory and it is highly unstable. So jealousy ಬರ್ತದೆ, jealousy ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ತಾಮಸಿಕ. ಜಲಸಿ ಇದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಫೂಲಿಶ್ ಥಾಟ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಚಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡೋದು so that they don't grow, so that you can fool somebody, no, you can just go and tell backbite and say no no no, this person was speaking bad about management will be influenced, and then they may take action. But what happens is, if it happens 2-3 times, then they will come to know who is at fault on that. So we tamasic people don't understand that such foolish practices, foolish tapas in the wrong direction, which is practiced out of foolish notion with self-torture or purpose of ruining another, is declared to be tamasic. So these are the ways in which sattvic people, rajasic and tamasic perform tapas. Tapas is again, it's a strong resolve which translates into action, which requires a little extra physical and mental inconvenience. But anything that causes mental and physical inconvenience doesn't mean it is sattvic shraddha. It depends on what is the motive behind that, and it depends on what we expect. That will reflect, that type of tapas will reflect on their personalities, how they behave, how they talk, how they think. So these are the 3 kinds of shraddha, 3 kinds of people. If you want to take the statistics, very less will be sattvic, very less. Moderate majority will be rajasic, and also some will be tamasic. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಲ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಫಾಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರಾಜಸಿಕ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗ್ಲಿಂಗ್. ನೈದರ್ ತಾಮಸಿಕ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಬಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಡೇಂಜರಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಸೊ ಸೊಸೈಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾತ್ವಿಕ್ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ ಇಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್, ವಿಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇನಿಂಗ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ, they always think of how good we can do to the society and how sattvic shraddha of the society can be improved, because then we don't complain of governance, we don't complain of the government. Everybody takes responsibility, everybody acts on their own without much expectation from others, because half the problems in society can be sorted out or solved by the citizens themselves. So ಈ ಥರ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೇನಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಡ್ನೆಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದರೆ, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ನೇಷನ್, ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹ್ಯುಮ್ಯಾನಿಟಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಮೇ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್. So I will wind up conclude today, because I will go back to the other this one. Any doubts and other things we'll take up in the next session. Is that okay with all of you? Yeah, Madam Kavita, that's okay. I have taken a break and I haven't got message. Unmute madi Kavita, I can't hear you. I can't hear. You have unmuted? Okay, you just wait. I have 1 second. I think here I have.
Randomized controlled trials are also called as quasi-experimental studies.
Okay, so with that I think we conclude for today. I'm not able to. Okay. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना भा प्रकृतिस्वभावा करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. पापोऽहं पापकर्माहं पापात्मा पापसम्भवात् त्राहि मां कृपया देव शरणागतवत्सल. अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम. तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष रमापते. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. हरिः ओं तत्सत्. श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. Thank you everyone. We will